Hello from sunny Queensland, where it's raining. It's up to you how much you pause and rewind this video and use this transcript that YouTube so helpfully provides, which can be activated in the description below the video and clicking on More. Then find Transcript to click on. This can assist you in understanding if you have the patience. And AI has the ability to correct my mispronunciations. Sorry about that. This talk is about principles to live by, and meaning is a state of value. Like all words and meanings attributed to them, maybe I should read that again. Like all words, the meanings attributed to them are of most importance in communication, whether that is between individuals or the communication between a single individual's consciousness, subconsciousness, or unconsciousness, assuming words are in use. The dictionary's definition of principle is a basic idea or rule that explains or controls how something happens or works. From this, we can see that principles are the explanation that humanity has conjured up to conclude how reality does, should, or can function. Further to this, we can reasonably conclude that all principles are built upon a first principle. After considering the apparent fact that humanity has constructed a series of principles to explain reality and the way that it plays out, or in other words, our explanation of what is. One would think that reversing that process would lead to a solid foundational principle of knowledge. However, when I trace back through my imagining of the human principles that have guided humanity up until now, I come to the conclusions that the first principle of human existence is life. The first principle of life is existence. The first principle of existence is unknown, other than those concluded through conjecture. Conjecture means conclusions formed on the basis of an incomplete information. Within this circular vortex of knowing and not knowing, otherwise known as knowledge and ignorance, humanity has constructed a meaning and value structure. Where did I mark to? Oh, I've lost my place. Yeah, sorry. Within the circular vortex of knowing and not knowing, otherwise known as knowledge and ignorance, humanity has constructed a meaning and value structure on which decisions of action are based. This leaves us in a pickle as to what principle are best to live by. Humanity has a history of creating principles to live by for the various individuals and groups that have formed throughout its existence, with varying degrees of success. The success being measured against values imagined and principles concluded from interpretation of perceived consequence of experience gained by our very existence, all the while dealing with the impulses that come from our inherited genetic influences. From all this, further creating more understanding, values, and stories congruent with our experience while attempting to make the ineffable and or the intolerable knowledgeable and tolerable to whatever degree is possible and desirable. If this knowledge is accepted as fact, and if this knowledge is accepted as fact, we can conclude that our principles need to be reviewed regularly and with caution for the benefit of self, other, and what is. For this to occur, both liberals, along with conservatives, and those in between these two extremes of destruction or stagnation must work at creating systems that can achieve outcomes to whatever type and degree is possible and desirable. Because both meaning states, at least, are required to achieve a dynamic balance where purpose matches outcomes with desires. With sometimes going out of balance being the only guarantee. Purpose and meaning is always a co-construct between self, other, and what is, relatively speaking, to some degree. Knowing that sometimes an absence of something creates a possibility, while at other times the presence of something stops a possibility, and knowledge of consequence is never complete. The degree of tolerance allowed within a civilization is up to the citizens to decide along with the consequence. This will be echoed in their law, L-O-R-E, and laws, L-A-W-S, which will dictate the degree of equilibrium achieved between the citizenry and its leaders, along with the type of governance established by choice after choice ad infinitum, with no guarantee of outcome, and where consequence reigns supreme, whether acknowledged or not. Within words, we express and co-create meaning and principles to live by. Meaning is a value state, and our very existence is dependent upon the state we are in. I hope I haven't hurt your head too much with my meanings. I find the constant search for truth can be painful, but worth the rewards. As can be seen by the day in getting this third video created and uploaded, that my uploads are unpredictable. So I suggest subscribing to my channel to ensure notifications of next upload, if that is your will. I'm not sure what I shall upload next. It may be my thoughts on Unitarian Universalist principles, or a reconstruction of my intended third talk in the series. Any thoughts will be welcomed and entertained for their worthiness. Have a worthwhile future, if you please.